So 300 people have just turned up to open practice, Sam. But for those who couldn't make it, great night here tonight. Great reception for you. How's your experience of Cardiff been so far?
Great. Yeah, like you said, having an open practice was really neat. I was joking earlier that I don't think they knew who to cheer for, like whether they got one of their favorite players in red, another one of their favorite players in white. So it'll be exciting this weekend when we can actually have exhibition games, and obviously they'll all be cheering for us, and it'll be a lot, better ovation.
So what you said to me off camera about booking the flights home? No, you're okay. You're staying here for a couple of days.
Yeah, no, he's messing with you. No, I love it. So far, it's been a real welcoming, community here in Cardiff. Been out and about a little bit in the city so far. Love it. In a nice location, living-wise, and facilities here, second to none. So I'm excited to just see what this year is going to bring.
Ex-NHLer Tyson Strachan was here a couple of years ago, and he won a championship with the Devils. He was pretty beloved, and everyone here in Cardiff loved his style of play. He was the guy who really recommended you to Lordo. I guess that's got to be great. That's got to be something that gives you a lot of confidence. Mm-hmm. But obviously now you come with a little bit of a reputation. You want to make an impression in Cardiff.
Yeah. No. I talked to Tyson. I had a really good conversation, and he said he couldn't, say enough about the city and the organization and the winning culture too. And that was kind of how I was sold. The most important thing to me is I want to come play for winning hockey teams. So that was huge to have a guy like Tyson that I respect so much. We went to the same university, not on the same teams, but I came after him, and he was somebody that I looked up to as a defenseman. I went on to play in the NHL, and then he came and played in Cardiff, obviously at the end of his career. So for him to highly recommend a place like that, I knew that he was a guy of character, and he'd been around. He's been, at the top of what professional hockey can provide, and he said Cardiff is an organization that treats you as good as anywhere that you'll ever be able to play. So far, I agree with him, and that's great. So I'm really looking forward to it.
You've had great hockey experience so far in some really unique locations, obviously being in the Toronto system and the Marlies, but winning a championship this year in Newfoundland, which great community, but it's a little bit of an outpost. What was that experience like?
Yeah, St. John's, Newfoundland. I had the time of my life out there. It was unbelievable. Got a lot of great memories, great teammates made, coaches, trainers. Very difficult to move on. I've always kind of wanted to come across the Atlantic and play European hockey. So I'm kind of living out, a dream of mine. But yeah, it was extremely difficult. We had a very successful season, splitting time between Toronto and Newfoundland. And if any of the Growler fans are watching right now, I couldn't thank you more from the bottom of my heart. Yeah.
I'm sure they are watching. We were watching you out there tonight. We were watching the whole defense corps. Yourself, Mark Lewis, Gleason Fournier, Reddick, McConaughey. I'm forgetting one guy in there. But anyway, the whole defensive unit looked like you can all skate, you can all move the puck. It looks very, very mobile. That's the modern game, isn't it? And how impressed have you been with that core so far?
Yeah, it's very exciting. When I talked to Lordo, it's part of his scheme is to have us up in the play, using our tools, guys that can skate, can move the puck. But first and foremost, I think you see 6 guys that take a lot of pride in the defensive part of the game, and we'll go out there, we'll protect bows, and we'll do whatever we can to pose zeros for our opponents' scores. And I think if we take care of the puck defensively with how skilled our forwards are, we're going to come out on top of a lot of games this year. So very exciting to see not just the skill, but also the character of the guys that we have.
So it's a crunch game against the Sheffield Steelers or the Belfast Giants. There's a couple of minutes left. The Devils are short-handed. The Devils have got to close out a game. They've got a lead. Are you the guy to be on the ice?
I think so. I've prided myself on trying to develop a very well-rounded game. So whether up a goal or down a goal, I think that I can, use the tools that I've developed to do whatever the team needs to win. And like you said, if we're in lead protection mode, I think that hopefully our coaching staff can trust me to go shut it down for us. For whatever reason we get down in a game, I think I can try and push the pace and get the puck up to those forwards so that they can go do their job and score some goals too. So, yeah, 100%.
And just finally, you've played in some great environments, you've played in big games, but you're coming onto a new team. It's a doubleheader this weekend, 2 big games here, exhibition games. It's going to be a passionate crowd. How excited are you to hit the ice proper almost?
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. I mean, obviously I've heard the greatest things about the Cardiff fans. Saw a little bit of it tonight with the open practice and meeting a few of them in the lounge after. I think it's very exciting. Obviously, it's my first taste of European professional hockey. So obviously, I want to make a good first impression. I'll come focused and prepared, and hoping to have a lot of fun with it too. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, Sam, I think you've made a pretty good impression in Cardiff so far. On behalf of all Devils fans, welcome to Cardiff.
Thanks so much. Yeah.